Welcome to Talking Beards, an entertainment news podcast all about the facial hair lifestyle and the people who use their beards and mustaches to help change the world. Join your hosts, World Goatee Champion Aaron D. Johnston and two-time National Goatee Champion Scott Sikora as they talk about all the important issues in the community, from charity events, competition news, styling tips, breaking news, and much more. Tune in every Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern as we stream live on all social media platforms as well as talkingbeards.com and answer all of your questions. Join in our chat room and be a part of the show each week as we give away great prizes, compliments of Honest Amish. I am your host, Aaron D. Johnston, and I am Scott Sikora, and we are Talking Beards.
What's going on, everybody? Wet firecrackers. So what's up? This is Talking Beards. I don't know. Episode number 173 of Talking Beards. My name is Aaron D. Johnston. I'm on this side of the screen. I'm going to be co-hosting the show with Scott Sikora tonight. And
we just may just quit at one point during the show. We'll just drop off and let our guest just...
you never know. Tonight may be the first time that we bring on the guest and me and Scott just leave and just let our guest just run with the whole show, do whatever he wants. It'll be fine. I mean, there's nothing more reliable and professional than someone from the Metropolitan Pogonotrophy Society. I mean, they're basically known in the beer community as like the most professional, planned, organized club. And I mean, we have their secretary tonight, and the secretary of the Metropolitan Pogonotrophy Society has to be extremely professional at all times. And that's what tonight's show is going to be all about, is just
I feel like you've been doing nothing but poking a bear for the past hour.
Yeah, pretty much. So we'll have Erik Nather on the show later on tonight, and he loves us. Like, he's a huge fan. I mean, like I said, we've been nothing but professional the past hour, talking to him, getting everything ready, and we
have a frog in your pocket. Sean Murphy's in the house.
You're here too.
I will. Geez, I'm guilty by association, apparently.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. See, most professional. That is straight from the Metropolitan Pogonotrophy Society. Very professional. Anyway, so tonight's probably going to be, off the rails or something. Who knows what tonight's going to be, but I'm Aaron, and go ahead, Scott.
I'm Scott. You guys can go over to talkingbeards.com to check out more information about the show. If you guys listen to podcasts, we have one. You guys can subscribe to it or follow or like or whatever the heck people do now with podcasts. I have no idea. Just go over to whatever podcast listening app you use and type in Talking Beards, and we shall be there for your ear holes to enjoy.
And I mean, that's basically the best thing that we can do, is live in your ear holes.
Yeah, because we're living in your eye cavities right now, and you're listening to us. But to have us directly in your ear holes,
just directly in there, it's really probably the most enjoyable thing you could ever do ever. So yeah, go find us on a podcast and then just listen to it, because it's completely different. It's nothing like this episode at all. It's way different.
It's actually
more better.
It is different, actually. But
that's what I just said.
Oh. Was there an echo in here?
It's different, and then you're like, it is actually.
If you're like little, yellow, different.
Yeah, and I was like, "Hey, Scott, it's actually exactly the same thing as what we're doing," and you were like, "Oh, yeah, it is."
But then I was trying to explain to you that it's actually not the same, but then you came back at me like all angry, and you're like, "But it is," and I was just like, "Oh." So then I quit.
I also quit. Oh my gosh.
But we thank you all for tuning in tonight. You guys can be watching us live on any of our social media, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch. We got to figure out how to do the Instagram thing.
So we have to simulcast the Instagram. I tried to do it like it won't show up on StreamYard, but I was like, well, maybe I can pull up Instagram on the computer and, do like maybe like the camera's over here. So it'd be like the side of my face or something just to have us on there.
Yeah.
But
so it's all about you. It's all about yeah. Mm-hmm. See, I see what you just did there.
We can't both be on there at the same time.
You can't.
Is what I was saying.
Oh, whatever.
It's only through one. I tried already.
Oh, well.
Didn't work.
But yeah, so everyone, if you guys even want to just watch the show, if you want to watch the show at talkingbeards.com, you can do that. You cannot interact with us, though, if you go there. There's no chat room there, but if you want to interact with us, you can be watching us over on Facebook or YouTube tonight. But yeah, so I guess enough of that. But first things first is we're just kind of fire off at the beginning of the show, so we don't forget. If you guys are looking for some really great new beard and mustache products and also skincare products such as soap and different types of salves and the chapstick stuff, they have it all. So just go over to honestamish.com. Find some of that really cool stuff, and they have t-shirts there, hats. They have so many great things. But when you're checking out, make sure you use promo code TalkingBeards and you'll get 15% off your order. And for orders over $35, free shipping.
Thanks, Scott. That was lovely.
You're welcome, Aaron.
So how was your weekend?
My weekend was fairly well. I'm trying to think. We didn't really do too much exciting things this weekend. I worked on the podcast. I got the new episode of our YouTube page up for Daniel's episode last week. So if you want to go check out the interviews section of the show, it's up on our YouTube page. So go over and check that out. But other than that, I really have nothing to report this weekend other than I did have some real fun text messaging with Andrew D. Matson, which was kind of funny, but I'm sure that'll lead into your story as you kind of tell us a little bit about your weekend, Aaron D. Johnston.
Gosh. So my weekend. So we did Talk of Beards last week in where was I? Las Vegas. And then Thursday we drove to Salt Lake City where we met up with Inkara and Andrew, and we all stayed in the same hotel, and then we kind of cruised around and did pre-party stuff on Thursday. Then Friday we cruised on up the mountain to Snowbird, and we did, I guess, regular pre-party stuff because pre-party was Thursday. Anyway, so then Saturday at freaking 9:00 in the morning, we went and got set up at Great American. And dude, that's at a very beautiful venue up there. Like me and Natalie have never been up there. We've always seen pictures and heard about it and stuff. Very cool. It's very nice. It was lovely weather, all that good stuff. It was a major event, and it was a pretty good turnout. I think they said something like 120 competitors were up there, and it was a ton of spectators. It was a very massive, like outdoor tent kind of area situation going, and lots of tables, long tables, lots of chairs and whatnot. And it seemed like, I mean, most of all the chairs were taken up. So that was good. It was good to see that many competitors, that many spectators, and everyone was just absolutely looking their best. It was a lot of fun. I don't know, had a lot of fun out there. Eric's happy about it. So that's pretty good.
How was Andrew though? Did Andrew do well?
So Andrew Matson, here, let's just bring this up. So this is a little sampling of the goatees for this weekend. Man, what a goatee lineup. Here we go. There's the other one. That's one I meant to bring up. This is everybody. This is the whole goatee category. I don't think Andrew's ever looked as good ever. And it might go along with his name that he was given on stage. That probably contributed to the fact of how good he looked. Really? He looked so good that they announced him as Scott Sikora.
Wow.
I know. I mean, that's just to show you how good he was looking. They're like, this can't be Andrew. It's got to be Scott Sikora. He just looks too good.
I know.
But no, they got it all figured out and changed his name back to Andrew. And then he finally got to compete. And lo and behold, Andrew freaking beat me. What? Go ahead.
So can I technically put down on my resume that I placed number 3 at the Great American in 2022? I mean, with an asterisk that Andrew.
I think they fixed it by the end though.
Oh,
but maybe. So maybe it's like Andrew / Scott.
Yeah, this would be good. So Andrew, you can cut that trophy or your medallion in half and send it to me. And
right, yeah, at least half of it for sure.
Yeah, half of it.
I mean, they I don't even think they ever called Andrew Matson up. They just said, "Oh yeah, this was the wrong name," and then they kind of shuffled him over. But so I think Scott Sikora was still up on stage the whole time. They never corrected it via the speakers.
It was like you had me there the whole time. You didn't even need me there.
But you were there. You were with me. But yeah, so
and Francesca's like, her mind was blown.
It is. I mean, that's mind-blowing stuff. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, speaking of winners, we have another big-time winner right here. Chicken Bread took first in the Wahaler.
I think.
The Wahaler.
Yeah, there you go. Andrew said he's interested to see how it's written when the scores gets announced. I'm also curious because I wonder if they went back and changed it in the computer, if they were like, oh, okay, it's not Scott, and just kind of rolled with that. So I don't know. We'll find out.
We got Ray here tonight.
But yeah, so goatee category went up. The judges just kept us up there for a very extended amount of time. And they said that there was the toughest category of the night, so on and so forth. Same stuff we usually hear in the goatee category, because goatees are the most prestigious facial hairstyle. And, you know, everyone in that category just looks so good because everyone has a goatee that it just kind of throws everyone off. You know, I mean, it's way better than chops, obviously, because, you know, that's just a silly category. But yeah, so Andrew got third. John Abraham got second, and freaking Patrick Dawson got first. I'm pretty sure Patrick Dawson has to just pay all the judges everywhere. It's the only thing that makes any sense. But Patrick Dawson is completely like a billionaire, and I'm pretty sure he just pays all the judges. You heard it here first, because this is facts. But yeah, I mean, I get to compete with some of my best friends in the whole bearded community, and they all kicked my butt this weekend. But it was still a good time, and I was a poor sport as per usual, and walked off and went and changed clothes. So that's my life. I'm like, all right, well, I'm out of here. Wow. But yeah, that's it. Then I changed clothes and I'm fine. But you know, just I gotta get my suit off. That's it.
Oh, see, look at Barefoot. Barefoot's like, goatees are stupid. No one likes a Wahaler, and chops are the best.
Who's Barefoot Brains? I think this is a typo.
That's he's being a wet firecracker right now.
Josh, Barefoot Brains, the wet firecracker of the beard community. That's a shirt right there.
That's right there. Yeah.
But anyway, I mean, overall, it was an extremely good weekend. And we actually got 2 bits. Well, we're going to call it breaking news because we're breaking it, even though it's already been announced. But it's fine. We got 2 bits of breaking news that came out of this weekend. Are you ready for them? Oh my gosh.
Okay. Breaking news on Talking Beard.
This one's already been announced, but we're still going to break it anyway. It's perfectly fine. They have a new place for the 2024 Great American Beard and Mustache Championships. Scott Sikora, are you excited about this?
I am. Detroit, Michigan. Congratulations to the Murder City facial hair crew. They are going to throw a fantastic event. Hopefully it's not going to be held in a lake, as in the picture is
right
there.
No, I think it's going to be on that cruise ship right there.
Oh, that's the Love Boat. It's
going to be maybe
new.
It might be on the Love Boat. You never know, but the Detroit boys put on a really nice pitch. They all dressed up except for Jason Gnipp, and they all dressed alike, but not Jason Gnipp. Oh no. He said he is the professional one of the group, and he will not wear gold chains and fishnet t-shirts. He refused.
Wow. They went that far.
I was like, freaking Jason Gnipp, you knucklehead. That's what I called him. But no, it was good. Detroit's going to do a great job. I'm really looking forward to it. And if you've ever been to a Detroit competition, this one's going to be a little bit different because your car will probably not get broken into. So they're really stepping it up for Great American. They said they're like, we're going to go somewhere with actual security and everything. So nothing but the best for Great American.
And this is going to have to be an all-around family event, as where their events for their the Circus of Whiskers are not family events.
This might be the first over like 32 beard competition. Like if you're in your 20s, I don't even know if like you can handle what Detroit has to offer. But yeah, congratulations to those guys, because that's going to be a lot of fun. And
see, it's the Detroit River.
Yeah, that's the Detroit River. Duh. Everybody knows that. But you ready for the next bit of breaking news? Everyone's going to be super excited about this one. You were even excited about this one.
I know.
All right. So
lots of questions.
And I had all the answers. We went to the Alliance meeting, and the club that I've always been with, the Holy City Beard and Mustache Society, is not part of the Alliance, but to be more involved with the community, I felt like we should do something about that. So instead of having Holy City be part of the Alliance, we just created our own club. We're Talking Beards the club now.
We've been the club for a long time.
Well, we're official now.
This is official
because we're part of the Alliance. So that makes us an official club.
We actually do have Talking Beards the club shirts over on our Teespring page.
Yeah, so we've been a club for a little bit. We've just never really talked about it or done anything with it. But
we've hosted a couple online competitions. So we met that criteria. We have our board members. It was you and I were presidents, and Natalie was vice president, and Andrew was secretary. I mean, we did all work out.
You don't even know how your structure of your club works, Scott Sikora. We're vice presidents.
That's what it was.
Natalie's our president.
That's been a while, so
it has. So, but yeah, we've got a full board. We have bylaws. We have T-shirts. We've put on 2 competitions. We have 14 members to our club now, I do believe. So, I mean, there you go. Josh Barefoot Brains just became the 15th member. So congratulations, Josh Barefoot Brains. You're now a member of Talking Beards the club. Just for asking that.
Apparently our T-shirts remind Francesca of the outfit that Right Said Fred wore.
That's what I was thinking.
I'm too sexy for my Talking Beards the club shirt.
That's awesome sauce. That's what you're supposed to say to anything Francesca ever says ever about anything.
Awesome sauce.
Awesome sauce.
See, look, 16.
We've got all the
now I have another one. Oh, there's a lot of thumbs going down in the back alley here.
What? Whatever. But yeah, that's pretty much all the news and information I have for the weekend. We could have actually probably had a whole episode about Great American, and that was the plan until I just started inviting guests all willy-nilly, and I messed up the whole deal. But it's fine. It's fine, Scott.
Hey, I am really excited about our guest that we have, though, tonight, especially since we've been chatting with him already for over an hour. And then it was like he'd kind of go away for a little bit, and then we had to bring him back in. And then next thing, this is going to be the best interview we've done all day today.
Probably.
I guarantee it.
If you've ever been a part of this show and how our structure works, usually we bring the person on an hour before the show, test their audio, video, ask them a couple questions, and they hop off. Oh no, not this time. We had the legendary Erik Nather on the show the whole time, and he was just telling us all about everything.
Math.
Oh yeah, he loves math. We're going to dive into that. Like, I had no idea someone that could love math as much as this person does. Like, I had no idea. A smart person once told me that you can always find math in anything. Even in bearding, there's math involved.
There's also math in eating donuts.
And that's basically Erik Nather's, Mather, sorry. His whole philosophy in life is just, you can find math in anything. So let's just dive deep into this episode. And so coming up, oh my gosh, I don't remember the date. I suck. So yeah, July 16th. There we go. So Showdown at the Southern Gates. This will be brought to you by the Metropolitan Pogonotrophy Society, because I'm not even going to try to say the real name. But we have Erik Nather, the math wizard of Nashville, on the show tonight. How's it? How's it going, Erik?
You figured it out? You're good?
We're both.
You got it? There's a little bit of here and there. Yeah, man. Beautiful. Yeah, beautiful mind over here, man. It's just like math, like numbers. I see them now.
I know. I mean, that's basically what we talked about for the whole hour was. Just
no. You guys were like, what if you change your, N to an M? You had the word math in your name. I was like, wow, a 7-year-old can figure that out.
Yeah. Or 2 goatees.
Yeah. 2 goatees. So props to you for higher thinking on that one.
No problem. That's what they pay me for.
His beard style reminds me of if you and I walked up to someone and we put our heads back to back on the corner of his mouth, and it would look like us.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds like a weird, mildly interesting picture that I don't know if I want to put it to an example.
I think that we should have somebody in the chat right now do some little photoshopping. That'd be really funny.
Of what? So of our faces touching the side of Erik's face?
No, because like if our heads were back to back on his cheeks, like our beards would grow down and it would look like his sea hops.
But then they would be different colors.
That makes it even better. Doesn't that win competitions if you have different colored stuff in there?
You should try that. You should bleach one whole side of your chops and just see what happens. No one's doing that.
I know. I would win so many competitions that I go to and like, oh, natural product. Yeah, it's natural.
It's naturally bleached and dead.
my wife is a hairstylist, so I can definitely get some of that stuff. We can see what happens, but no, it's probably not going to happen. But
I mean, so July 16th, you could be rocking a new facial hairstyle. I'm really looking forward to it.
I mean, if Honest Amish wants to put forward the money for my embarrassment, I'm more than happy to take a part of that.
I mean, I'll gladly buy you a bleach kit all day, every day. I will bring it, my friend. I will buy the best one Walmart has for sure.
I would get kicked out of the house just for that. You're bringing in Walmart hair products to this house. So.
I'll go to Sally's then. Sorry. Is that better?
Oh, wow. No.
That's fancy.
Even I know Sally, so it's like, I don't know what that says about me or the house I live in. It's all good.
I don't know. So, yeah. Your competition's coming up July 16th. Are you super excited? And more importantly, are y'all ready for it?
Yeah.
That was the answer to both.
No, of course. I mean, it's like, we've been doing this for what? 10 years in a way. This is the 9th year we've done it. I mean, it's like riding a bike. The only thing is like we're riding up a different ramp this year, and the different ramp has to be the venue. I mean, that's the only thing that's changed. It'll still be the same kind of chaos and fun, but it's one of those things that we thrive on the Thursday night before.
So you already brought it up. You're going up a different ramp. So your venue changed this year.
Yeah, and it's not, Mercy Lounge treated us well for what, 8 years, 8 events. And it wasn't, it may have been what we did, but, Nashville in itself is an ever-changing environment with, real estate and whatnot. And we always had a prime venue, and Mercy Lounge was bought a couple years ago. And then about a year, like right after our event, I think they announced that the final aspect of the people that ran it were going to be moving on to a different venue and doing their own new venue. And their last show was actually, I think, about 3 weeks ago. So Mercy Lounge is now closed, which sucks because, Mercy Lounge, great music venue. You also had to think about there's High Watt, which was another music venue there. Then you had the Cannery Ballroom. And I've seen, dozens and dozens of shows at these events, and not only our event as well, or at that venue. So to lose like a music venue like that, in Nashville kind of sucks, especially if you like going to live music events. But the beauty of the pandemic is kind of struck again. But we got lucky. We got
you got extremely lucky.
Yeah, no, that's the thing that's like I don't know if that's really set in, just the fact that like, obviously if you've ever been to Nashville, you know what the Rock Block is. The Rock Block is essentially the Exit In and the End. These are two premier venues that have been around 50 years. I think Exit In hit their 50 year last year. And the amount of people that have played there, I mean, you name it, they're going to be there. Hall of Famers, any kind of artists, whether it be from different genres, anything.
Scott Sakura, the White Stripes have been there. Can you believe that?
That's okay.
Scott hates the White Stripes.
I'm trying to remember the venue.
That's why he's not going to show up, right?
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember the venue we played. God, we played some venue there 2 nights in a row, and I don't remember.
Well, it might have been the end. It might have been the end. I know whatever, 15, 18 years ago, I had a record label and we had our record release party at the End, which is a smaller venue, and it was definitely an option. And it's just the pure ambiance. Like, you go in the bathroom, you might catch something, but at least you said you went. It's like I went there and I don't know where the toilet is because there's so many stickers. It's like you just have to find the like, oh, there it is.
Just pee on the stickers. It'll eventually find
it. Yeah, I mean,
we did play over at was it SIR Studios? Is that right?
Sire Records?
No, there's in Nashville there's this studio where all the touring bands like come together and they do pre-production, pre-tour production, and it's this huge warehouse, and it's all set up in like different stages. So like if a big like record label band is going on tour, they go in there for like 2 weeks.
Pretty much get there. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's tons of around here. I'm not familiar with it. I know Jonah from the club probably is pretty familiar because he's worked in and around the music industry, drums, fork drums, stuff like that for decades now. So, but no,
that's 20.
Anyway, it's been 20 years. So, but yeah. So this is what happens when you just send a lonely email like, "Hey, we're looking for this," and we would normally do the event on the weekend after 4th of July, which would have this year been on the 9th. And that date wasn't open. And they said, we got the 16th. And I'm like, it's, only like 3 or 4 days off from when we usually do it. And it kind of makes sense because 4th of July is on a Monday. Everybody's going to be traveling the weekend before. So the 9th is kind of like, who's going to travel again? Or who's going to do something like that again? So it kind of worked out in our favor, hoping, this year turns out to be a success, which, it usually, I want to say 9 times out of 10, but we've had the event 9 times and the 10th one was online. So I guess we can count
9 times out of 10. 9
times out of 10. So we're 100% right now.
There you go.
And, so, what we had a good relationship with Mercy Lounge, and it has nothing to do with that. It's just the venue's closing. That's it. I mean, what it was. And we just got extremely lucky by getting Exit In, and it's an amazing venue. We got to go tour it. I mean, I've been there plenty of times, and a lot of the members have been there plenty of times to see shows. Aaron, you have a big history. When I told you that we had it there, you were like, you're kind of fanboying a little bit.
A little bit. Yeah, I was super excited about it. Mm-hmm.
But it's just one of those premier, and like I said, it's part of the Rock Block part of Nashville, and they're still trying to save that because as Nashville's going, everything's moving towards like, let's bring as many, whatever you want to call it, high end things to buy up this land and put giant whatever up. So that's Nashville has changed in the last 10 to 15 years quite drastically. Kind of
like the whole Mercy Lounge thing, probably.
Yeah. So but the thing is, Exit In with its history, there's so many people behind it, and there's so many people that are like, petitions and benefits, and there's Save the Rock Block. I think that's SaveTheRockBlock.com or something along that lines. Sorry if I don't have that per se, but there's a big push for it. I mean, it's going to be a great venue. The cool thing is this year is like it's hooked up with this other venue called Hurry Back, and they kind of both run together. And you got food over there, you got high-end craft alcohol, everything along that line. So it kind of gets the best of both worlds that we were sometimes missing with Mercy Lounge because we either have to get like a food truck or like, hey, eat before you come. This is like you come in, you're going to be fine for like 3 or 4 hours. You get everything you ever wear. Plenty of places to hang out outside. Hopefully it's not like 98 degrees outside. I was hoping someone would bring in a Nick Lachey lyric.
I was going to actually make I was going to make a joke.
You're going to roll up your sleeve and show it off. You showed it to me earlier, so it's all good.
Oh, his 98 degrees tattoo?
Yeah.
I can't believe he showed it to you. Like,
yeah,
I've only seen this. That was the second time I'd ever seen it ever.
I know.
Scott Sikora has a 98 degrees tattoo. He freaking loves Nick Lachey.
I would respect. I respect it. I mean, because anybody can put that on their body, knows exactly where their body temperature needs to be.
Well, I was asking for the Suzanne Vega tattoo of the 99.9 Fahrenheit degrees, and guys screwed it up. He went
only if you got like a full, like if you got that, you'd have to get the full like Tom's Diner mural on the back.
Yeah, I mean, there's no other way to do it. I mean, you have to get it all. If you're going to do it, Scott.
Hey,
full tilt, man, full tilt.
That's
all you got to do. Yeah.
So what else have we got going on in Nashville? So you have a venue, so that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Do we have anything else planned, like organized or ready to go or anything like that? Do you have any? Do you want to dive into your judges?
Judges, oh, dude, it's bready to say the least.
This is,
or yeasty, I should say.
This is going to be your your yeast famous amount of judges, I think.
Yeah. So the first one is, we've been following this person for a long time. It's Biscuit Marquis. Yeah.
I mean, I just really like that you're bringing in people from outside the beer community to be your judges.
Yeah, no,
I think that's a really cool concept.
It's one of those things. Like, what do you go to when you see a beer competition? You see, not to say the same judges, but it's like, hey, so and so from So Club, so and so from So Club. Hey, let's bring in some outside stuff.
That's
Barefoot
right.
Brains. If you do not wear one, I will be highly depressed.
Yeah, absolutely. This is
the same like standards that we've already discussed years past. Go with this one. They might actually encourage it more at Exit Inn because who knows what those walls have seen. Next one, Toast Face Killer. This is one of my favorite ones.
That Exit Inn can now say that their walls have seen Toast Face Killer.
I mean, it's called the 36 breads for a reason.
I like the popsicles in the background.
I mean, everybody knows that Toast Face Killer loves popsicles.
Actually, no, he is actually he's heavy on. I just saw like a pizza show with him on it, and he was like, he doesn't eat beef, he doesn't eat pork, so he's big. Anyway, it's kind of sucked. He picked the wrong pizza too. I was kind of like, whatever.
Freaking what? Pineapple on pizza?
It's a touchy subject. There's a few people in the club that we've gotten close to fisticuffs with it. I want to call out Mr. Joshua Jackson. I hope you're watching and listening. We're gonna go ahead and bring back, pizza on or pineapple on the pizza.
So
I like
Josh
to say
Jackson
pizza on
pineapple on pizza.
No, he doesn't. Like, it'll get him to a point where we have fought and like broken friendships for at least 24 hours because of my personal feelings. But he has strong thoughts about pineapple on pizza.
Why doesn't anyone have strong feelings about pizza and pineapple?
Ooh, now that's a concept right there.
Throw some sauce on it, put a little pepperoni, you're good to go.
Boom, perfect. Gosh,
and it might be gluten free too.
Maybe.
Bet you it is.
Yeah, there you go. So for all those gluten free people, a pineapple. What would you call that? A pizza with
pizza on pineapple, right?
A pineapple with sauce. That's how it would be.
It could be. I mean,
yeah, that's good.
Well, now let's get back serious. Now, we need to get back to your judges panel.
We wanted to bring some law enforcement in here because guess what? They're the best judge of people. Walker, Texas Toast Ranger.
Oh my gosh. I think he's going to be a great judge.
Yeah, man. I mean, we just have to make sure his legs stay down because if not, you're gonna get a roundhouse. So we asked him specifically to wear that shirt too because that shirt's going to fit in perfectly with our aesthetic.
So was he able to bring it?
We'll find out on the 15th.
Yeah, Aaron, you idiot. It's
well,
not
I mean,
done yet.
What did he say? Did he say he was going to bring it?
Well, if you know Walker, Texas Toast Ranger,
right, and who
then
doesn't?
You're going to know that it gets messy. Crumbs fall, things fall. So, he can't guarantee it, but it might be in the same style, but just different coloration, which he may match, the MPS, color scheme. So, if anything, that'll tie it home together.
Well, I mean, everybody just needs to come to Nashville on June 16th and find out what shirt he's wearing.
Look at this can of worms that we opened here. Now, everyone, the whole chat room's going off about pizza, pineapple.
Gosh.
It is a sore subject, but
I wish Josh would be on here. I wish Josh would fight some people in the comments.
Yeah, Josh, where you at? Saucy pineapple.
No, pineapple with spicy marinara.
Oh,
there you go.
We're creating stuff
with a little bit of salami to get that salty. No, I'm just saying, if you want to go to your, but hey,
you must be on.
But some of these places have churros, and I want to specifically call out the next two judges because churros are dear to our heart.
Yeah, everybody loves churros.
Jesse, the Bready, and churros.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited about this. Like, as soon as you announced him before, like this was the most excited I think I've ever been my whole life.
I know.
Look at those fingers. Look at them.
That'll do some damage.
Wow. Is that powdered sugar on those?
Absolutely.
Always powdered sugar. But for the next person, but you don't know with Jesse the Body, especially, back in the day, that may not have been powdered sugar. You know what that might have been?
Cocaine.
Salt.
Yeah. Oh. So nose up, pipes down, get up. Oh, last but not least, one of my favorite actors, Benicio del Toro.
I mean,
the range on this guy.
You can't get any more of a star-studded judges panel than this.
I like the bike.
He loves bikes. Everybody knows that.
Does he?
Yeah. Everyone knows that.
They're right there.
He's got the burns, so he knows a little bit of a facial hairstyle.
Mm-hmm.
But, he's got to make sure that the sugar and the spice and the cinnamon is perfectly designed and curated, so he knows exactly, how things are placed in the face. So I appreciate him. That was the hardest one to get, but we kind of was like, we sweet talked him. We were like all right, hey man.
Sugar?
No, we went straight cane on him. Whoa. So we bought some cane in, and he was like, I need some of that, So he's got a year's supply of cane sugar coming to him. That's gonna set him up for the next year.
Better make sure you get him a toothbrush too.
He ain't got no teeth. He just has to gum it. He's just gumming those churros.
Yeah, just gumming churros. Well, this is exciting. I mean, this is a really good judges panel.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome.
A bunch of sweet guys, so that's pretty good.
He's a sweet guy. But hey, we got the sweet, we got the spicy, and we got the garlic bread. I mean, what can you not like? I mean, who needs a light like, ooh, we got a goatee, ooh, we got chops, we got this. Like,
so
no.
Barefoot wants to know if this is a food theme, so he wants to know if he should dress as a banana.
What makes you think that this competition's food themed? We've literally not talked about food at all this entire thing.
No, these are just judges. Yeah, but I will say the one food themed. So we're wanting to do a little hustle gig. And everybody's been to, bottle shares where you share your favorite, whether a whiskey or beer, whether you picked up in Austin. Everybody loves when someone shows up with some Lone Star, like, oh, pour me a glass of Lone Star. Good to go.
Yeah.
But we want to have a chip share. So if you're coming into town, I want you to go to your local grocery store or little gas station that has all those little fancy bags of chips. I want you to bring those chips, bring them up to the event. We're going to have a chip share.
Wow.
First annual chip
share.
Gosh. I mean,
you say it fast, it might sound like something else. So make sure to emphasize the word chip.
First annual chip chair. Everyone's going to sit on them.
Yeah, everybody, don't sit on the chips.
Don't sit on the chips.
They'll break. Everybody knows that.
Oh.
Well, that's pretty good. So when's the chip share going to be? Is that going to be Saturday night during the competition?
We'll see what happens. Probably. We'll see how it goes. You know how we roll.
With you.
I mean, it's only the 28th of June. It's not even July yet.
I know. Gosh, what was I thinking?
I mean, July 13th, we'll probably make the decision, So we're doing pretty good right now with what we got.
You're already talking about it, and it's not even the same month.
I know. I specifically asked you to be like, hey, I need to be in 2 weeks in advance because we have so much information to share.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see Shane just got here with us? Shane, bring your chips. Shane. Bring your chips. It's a chip chair.
Yeah, it's a chip chair, Shane.
But anyway, charity.
Yeah, let's talk about this charity.
So charity. I feel so surreal, like I have to change my voice when this comes up. This year's
now we're
charity.
Serious.
I know we are. This year's charity is the Tennessee Wildlife Federation Hunters for the Hungry program.
And this is the charity that you've utilized the past few years, correct?
Yeah, this has been our actual charity since year one.
Okay.
So what the Hunters for the Hungry program is, essentially, it kind of works in multifaceted. I mean, they do it across the country. But every single dollar raised and promoted for the Tennessee Wildlife Federation Hunters for the Hungry will provide, every dollar is 4 meals. So your price of admission is going to, check out my math, 60 meals. You guys hear that?
60
meals.
Come
in. Yeah, if you pay your admission, and you can compete or not compete, doesn't matter. Just come and support. Every dollar that we raise, $15 admission, 60 meals to the less fortunate.
That's
On top of that, which is kind of one of these things that like a lot of people don't think about, like there's tons of hunters in Tennessee. And again, I'm not an avid hunter, but I do know that certain people, you only get a certain amount of tags every year. So you can only hunt a certain amount if you catch a certain amount or hunt a certain amount. This does provide extra tags for those hunters to be able to go out and actually provide that. Matt Simcox will be there. He'll be there loud and proud. He'll probably compete as well. He's been a presence at the event every year since we've done this. So he's always a great guy. He's always coming out, helping out, and been a big advocate of us as well as the charity. So
him and his deer coin, is that like traded? Is that like Bitcoin?
I don't know. The way Bitcoin's going right now, it might be worth more.
Yeah, it probably is.
Deer coin.
But I think that's the aspect of like you can get a deer coin to where it's almost like you're a tag here. A cool story is like a few years ago we were all hanging out, and this might have been a few months before the venue, and we're kind of talking about it like charity wise, and not to say that they the Tennessee Wildlife Federation is, but we wanted to kind of think, hey, what else is out there? Mm-hmm. And we've been talking about it, and then randomly a few of us were just hanging out at a table, and this guy saw our jackets, our vests, and came up to us and thanked us. We're like, what are you thanking us for? He's like, I just want to let you know, like, I'm actually one of the hunters that actually take advantage of the things that you guys provide. So I want to thank you for, providing that extra money. And it may not have been directly from us, but it's still just the point.
Yeah.
That he was actually able to do what he loves, which is hunting, and able to enjoy that with him and maybe his family and stuff like that. So that was one of those things like, well, shit, we're not going to change anything for a while now. It's like, you get that real life aspect and you're like, all right, that puts it all in perspective. It puts kind of that thing where a lot of people don't see the money they put into charity, but when you see actually people come up to you out of the blue and you should be like, hey, what am I doing this for? That just reassures you and kind of reaffirms what you're doing and the positive things that you're doing. So that's the reason why we stick with them. Obviously, dealing with Matt and that whole Tennessee Wildlife Federation has always been a bonus for that as well. So that's a charity.
That's right. That's the charity.
That was a really cool story, though. Like, because sometimes you never, you work with the charity, you may work with them year after year or whatever. Mm-hmm. And sometimes you just don't get feedback from the people that you've helped,
Yeah.
So it is cool that someone came up and was like, hey, thanks. You made it possible for me to continue doing this and to help other people.
Yeah. I think that was more the scope of it. Like, we were just in Richmond, Kentucky for Chris Burgess, Big Squids competition. And, actually able to see the person and actually have them go up there and talk about what the money we're doing and what we're doing and raise their That was always, those are things like that you want to see. And the Tennessee Wildlife Federation may sound like a bigger thing, but then when it gets down to that point where you actually see it and actually hear it from somebody outside of the circle, that's just the reassuring and let you know that what you're doing is good and what you're doing is, helpful for not only the people that are the things that it's providing, which is the meals, but the other part. So yeah, we're happy with that, and we'll keep sticking with that, and it seems to be working out good for us. And we're providing, I think, over the last 10 years, probably $50,000 to $60,000. So
wow,
my math stops at 25, so I can't go up that high. So if anybody's got a calculator, please put that out regarding how many meals this event and this event only. But at the event, you're going to have the normal. We're going to have a raffle. I mean, I will say this: everybody loves coming to our raffle because it's like, oh, you can get that. It's like kind of things like, wait, are they really raffling that kind of question? So we take pride in the eccentric aspect of our raffle.
Give us an example of something in the past that's been just outrageous.
We've had multiple like instruments, like just random stuff that either the logo has been put on.
Texas Instruments.
Yeah, for math.
Well,
that's actually a good idea.
Everything always goes back to math with you, Eric.
The way it is, you started it, and now it's just like beautiful mind in my head, and I just have to keep on
numbers,
spitting out the numbers.
No,
we always have a mystery box, which seems to be like one of those things where, what is somebody what do you have at your house that you like, but you can part with?
I mean, I really like women's watches. Like, I know there would be no way I'd ever go to a competition and just end up with a bunch of women's watches. But if I could, I think that would really just, be really important to me.
Well, you're a year short and a buck short, because last year, not only did we have plenty of women's watches, we had it in our mystery box, which went for a pretty good amount, which we were very happy about. And I hope the lucky winner of that box was able to be to cherish it as much as we did when we were bidding on it.
I know I would have. If I would have won a whole box of women's watches, I would have been thrilled.
Just think of the resale value.
Oh,
yeah.
You would have all the resales, basically. Are you going to have any? Are you going to have any art in your raffle this year? Maybe like by Meredith or anything like that?
I don't know.
Oh,
Meredith?
Oh, what am I? We're still 3 weeks away. Sorry.
I mean, yeah, we're approaching grounds that are you're like, oh yeah, sure. So I'll say yes, we will.
Sure. Yeah. So there you go. You just get to making some art for the raffle, Meredith.
All right. So I'm going to, as we're running out of time here, I want to throw this out there, but this is an FHL event. So
correct.
If you guys are attending this event, make sure that you guys are signed up on the FHL app, or if you don't, go to facialhairleague.com. You can, there's a link right here. It says FHL app. You can either get it at the Google Play Store or the Apple App Store. Make sure you sign up. You can do some judging on there. They do all this other fun stuff. You'll be able to get a better look at each of the contestants if you're at the event. So if you get a chance, make sure you do that to prepare for the event. It's a lot of fun. It adds like a fun, cool aspect to the event, because it's like almost like what do they call it?
I don't know. You kind of turn the whole judging aspect into a game for yourself.
It's gamification. I've come from learning and development. I've been learning and develop for like 10 years now. So bringing into that interactionness interactionness. That's a 3 beer. That's a 3 beer name right there. But anyway, pre-party.
So it helps involve the crowd into the actual event and stuff. So it gets them involved in judging and all that stuff. And it's just a fun little extra fun game to play when you go to the event.
And Eric likes it because it involves lots of numbers, because you have to score everybody. So think about that. If you love math as much as Eric, then you'll love the FHL app.
It's just when it gets down to the spelling, that's the problem. I had to run in a couple. I had to run in a couple years ago where there was this random T that showed up, and I was just like, "Why is there a T in your name?" Oh,
yeah,
ton. I know. Okay, cool.
Yeah, who would put just a random T in their name? That would just be absurd.
I might need to mention that I need to update that. No, it's 5 p.m. Show up 5 p.m. We're good.
Yeah, so so the event is Saturday, July 16th, Showdown at the Southern Gates 2022. If you want more information on the event, just go to Facebook. And then there's a whole bunch of information right here. If you just go to the About, there's event. There's July 15th. You're going to do a meet and greet at the Lakeside Lounge. Any exciting details about that?
No, we did it last year. It's in East Nashville. It's got a really good spot. They got really good food, cheap drinks. There's also a nice meadery across the street. So if you want some mead, you can go there. But it's a really cool spot. And they have plenty of parking, which if anybody's ever been to Nashville, parking is at a premium. It has some good parking.
Awesome. And then for the event, the 16th, you say tickets to be determined. So you're determining whether or not you're going to have tickets still?
Yeah, that's it's not July yet, so I haven't put the link up.
Oh, okay.
Smart.
So just check back because
check back within the next 24 hours, and the ticket link will be on there. We posted it a few times.
And then you guys are doing the farewell brunch the next day. So tell us a little bit about that.
So the farewell brunch is just a sign for us to say thank you. And what we do as a club, we'll show up to Shelby Park, which is a park that kind of overlooks Nashville, East Nashville. And we essentially just cook a bunch of food. So bacon, eggs, we'll have people bring in some sausage and all kind of other breakfast casseroles. Hopefully there's no potato salad this year. Sorry.
What's the story with the potato salad?
What? No, it's just like the potatoes. I mean, you got to be properly seasoned.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, so yeah, Lakeside Lounge, great venue for the actual pre-party. It went really well last year, and then of course, obviously the event, and then the farewell brunch will be on the next day at a park. It's
Eric,
fun.
real quick, last question: what's your thoughts on pineapple in potato salad?
I think I should leave now. That's potatoes and pineapple. No, I'm good.
You don't think so?
No, I mean there's a level of starchiness where you have to get to where you're like no. So
and that does it. That over.
Yeah. Would you put pineapple on a loaded potato?
Absolutely.
I do that now.
Yeah. I like to soak my potatoes in pineapple juice.
Bacon bits, sour cream, pineapple.
It's the juice, but like the consistency or I don't know if I want to continue with this conversation.
Wow.
Well, Josh Jackson would continue this conversation with us because he loves pineapples.
And I love how you just changed my name again, so I appreciate that.
What? I didn't even do that. My hands have been right here the whole time.
Okay, Johnson.
Rude.
Aaron, Erin.
Yeah.
Aaron Johnson.
Gosh, so rude.
All right, thank you guys. Thank you guys for letting me come on here. Hopefully I didn't make too much of a fool of myself, and hopefully hope to see a lot of everybody out there. If anybody's ever been to a Nashville event, it's one of those things where you talk about and like, did that happen? It did happen. It happened in Nashville, and we're glad to be the purveyors of that.
So most importantly, one last thing. I know we already said one last thing, but are your trophies going to be the same this year?
Yeah.
There you go.
Well, maybe not the second and third are always one of those things where it's a surprise.
So you're
sometimes to us.
First place trophy.
First place, we always had the best trophies out there. If anybody's one of those like, oh yeah, I got the best trophy. Nah. We've been running that shit for 8 or 9 years now. No one's caught up yet.
No one can catch up.
No, it can't. We got really lucky with the people that produce it.
You put ketchup on your pineapple? Oh, sorry.
I mean, if you want to, we can get you hooked up if you want to have some pineapple engraved or laser etched into a giant symbol that you can wear.
I would love to have a giant pineapple engraved that I could wear. There we go. Perfect.
We got the hookup.
That's the best way to end this whole interview. Thank you, Eric, for stopping by.
Thank you.
Everybody, check out the Metropolitan Pogonotrophy Society.
I always love how you say it. It's just like you're trying not to fuck up, but you continue to fuck up.
Yeah. That's my whole life.
We're trying to
Pogonotrophy. The Nashville Beard Club will be putting on their competition June 16th. Everybody,
that was 2 weeks ago, Aaron.
Yeah,
July 16th. Whatever. I don't.
What a moron.
I'm stupid. Thank you.
Got you off your
You
game,
too,
man.
Eric. I'm going to come with you, Eric, and
Come on back.
I would love to see you guys. All right, thanks again. Hope I see everybody there, and appreciate all the time and peace.
Okay.
Good luck to you, Eric. It was good talking to you tonight.
Take care, guys.
I ain't go to bed. Good Lord.
You definitely got to go to bed.
All right. So, we got a couple minutes. You want to scroll through a couple comps?
I bet you we probably could. I mean,
Probably.
You know, I wasn't. You can bring up the thing that says we're getting ready to do beard comps.
I was
See, you
looking
are
for
that
it.
tired.
Dude, I'm so freaking exhausted. I don't even know where I'm at right now. Where's the thing? I got this. Oh my God. I give up. I quit. I don't even know where the competition thing is. Did we delete it?
I don't know, because now it's.
There we go. Beer competitions. I think we deleted the
We'll
picture.
use that one for now.
There it is. So yeah, Talking Beards, the competitions. Check out these upcoming comps, y'all. There we go.
All right.
Go for it, Scott. Score.
Oh, I'm gonna refresh this because I know from time to time you like to when I'm not paying attention, you add new stuff to it. So
I'm barely able to operate this much equipment tonight.
yeah, see, of all these competitions that just happened this past weekend that are still up here.
If only we had someone to like update this website.
I don't know, man. It's like, what'd you do all day today? Obviously,
I have no idea. I had a list of things to do, and I felt like I did some of them, but I did a lot of just like I felt like wandered around today and I went to the chiropractor, and we got a new alarm installed in our house. So
wow,
that's pretty good.
This is great. So it appears to be that there is only one competition going on this weekend, and it's over in the UK.
Yep, that's it this weekend.
And that's it. That's it. So if you want a beard competition for this 4th of July weekend, you can go celebrate your freedom by going over to
in the perfect
UK.
place to celebrate our freedom in England.
Beard and Beer Fest. So if you want some information, you can go to thebeardcalendar.com and thebeardcalendar.com. I know we were talking about this last week and I'm like, there's a "the" in there.
There is.
I'm like, I could never get it to come up.
Yeah, because remember that one time that I created one that just said beardcalendar.com and then I misspelled calendar.
Yeah.
So I had to go make it
though.
The Beard Calendar. I think calendar with an ER should still work.
No.
I don't know.
But the following weekend, we have a couple going on. We have one in Canada and one in where's that one? The Wichita, Kansas says there.
Wichita, Kansas, the Midwest Facial Hair Showdown. Horror Ball 2. This is I think it's a Bearded Monkey Social Club event. We'll have Omar on next week and he'll tell us all about the competition.
Yay, Omar. I miss him. It's
been Omar.
I love Omar.
Yeah, that's where we'll be next weekend. So the second we're going to be right here, and that's pretty exciting. But on the 9th, we'll be in Wichita, Kansas with Omar.
You should be up in Toronto. That would be awesome.
Maybe next year.
I would love to do and cover granted, I really enjoy the fact that we're sharing a lot of competitions that are going on in the United States, but and as you saw, we have a competition coming up this weekend in the UK, and next weekend we have one in Toronto. So, but it'd be really cool to have a lot more access to these events going on in other countries and stuff like that. I mean, from time to time we do promote stuff and do talk about these events that are going on. We really need to be getting some guests on from these other countries and stuff. Oh, look at who's here. It's your arch nemesis.
Patrick Dawson's like, I knew they were going to talk about me. I needed to watch tonight. Well, you're a little late, Patrick Dawson.
Imagine this, Patrick Dawson with pineapple.
Ooh, yeah. Patrick Dawson on pineapple. That's pretty good. There you go.
He's like going, look, you can stick a pineapple around my finger.
Put a pineapple on my finger, he says. Here, put it on there.
That's what that is.
Pineapples. All right. Well, that's it. It's 9:00 on the East Coast. Thank you, Eric, for being on our show tonight. Sorry it was not super professional. It was kind of somewhere else because, that's just where we were tonight. But I'm Andy Johnston. I was right here all night. And thank you everybody for watching us. And go ahead, Scott.
I had a lot of fun tonight. I really enjoyed having Eric on. We learned talked some about music and the scene in Nashville, which is cool. We learned about the Nashville hot pineapple, which is really exciting.
Nashville hot pineapple. That's what it's called. Excited to try some Nashville hot pineapple.
They did take over for the hot chicken. So pineapple's like the big topic tonight. So, but I'm Scott Sikora. You can find me on all social media at Scott Sikora. But we want you to go over to talkingbeards.com. There you can find out more information about this show. I mean, if you're interested, if not, follow thebeardcalendar.com so you can find out what events are going on in your neck of the woods or one that you may want to go to and help out another club that's trying to raise some money for a small charity in their neighborhood. So other than that, just go do that. Thank you everyone for watching tonight. Thank you, Eric, for checking in. Looking forward to having Omar on next week. And don't forget to check out the YouTube page where we have that really great interview with Daniel. And that's it. That's it. That's all I got for you, man.
Hey, that was perfect. You did a fantastic job, Scott.
Hey, thanks, man.
All right, everybody. Have a great evening, and we'll see you next week. Okay, bye.
We'll see you next week.
Thanks for tuning in to Talking Beards. Make sure you go over to honestamish.com and use promo code TalkingBeards to get 15% off your order. Don't forget to tune in live next Tuesday, 8 p.m. Eastern at talkingbeards.com.